here we go. The first race of the American Criterium Cup, and it sets the bar very high. The Sunny King Crit in Anniston, Alabama. And contrary to what we thought, it's actually a rather cool and windy day today for today's racers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But that frosty wind didn't cool off the competition. From top to bottom, every race at Sunny King was a shootout, with riders of all skill levels pushing the pace for this 20th year of the Sunny King Crit. The day started off with a fun family atmosphere, kids' rides, craft booths, and everyone coming out to support both the race and the Noble Street Festival.
It takes about 6 to 8 months out of the year to plan. It's the largest event for the community. It's recognized as the biggest day of the year in Anniston, Alabama.
This race environment offers the chance for a race where parents can bring kids and then get in some hot laps themselves.
This one's been great this year. The weather's been perfect for us. It's been cold, so people like coffee when it's cold. Starting to warm up some. Everybody's getting out and getting lunch. A lot of good food vendors.
Some of the biggest elements are the charitable contributions to the event. So to date, I think we've raised over $175,000 for Relay for Life.
But don't let the environment fool you. Everyone was riding hard. As the day went on, athletes battled winds and kept the power down. It was tough, but relatively smooth up until the men's Cat 2-3 race had a late crash in some tough competition.
Yeah, so first 10 minutes in, I went off the front for a little bit just to see what would happen, and the wind was so strong, nothing would get away. It was pretty obvious to tell when I was out there. So I decided to just sit in the rest of the race, be patient, wait for the sprint finish. Last 3 laps, I could tell people were getting nervous, so I decided to stay up towards the front to avoid crashes, and sure enough, last lap there was a big crash and helped me get away.
But the race is pushing riders like Cat 2 winner Trey Shepard and giving them a great opportunity to look forward to. What do you think of the Cup Series?
I love it. I can't wait to be a part of it one day once I cat up to 1, so that's my goal.
And at that Pro-Am level, the series opener was a battle royale with an impressive field and teams all coming in best form for the new season.
Coming into this, we all kind of knew where our fitness was, but maybe didn't know where the fitness was from other teams. Both races, Saturday was very aggressive, super hard the whole race.
And it wasn't just the men's field. Oh no, that aggressive attitude got going long before the sun started to set, with the women's race a hard-fought battle. Legion of Los Angeles, a favorite for both men's and women's races this weekend, came out of the gate swinging. And the DNA Pro Team and CWA Racing both fought for podium spots. control of the race and the sprint game belonged to the Lionesses of Legion. While DNA were able to fight and win Canadian rider Maggie Cole-Leister a second-place podium, the Legion ladies rocketed through the field with Skylar Schneider taking first and Alexis Ryan coming in third.
Congratulations, and let's hear it for your top women at the Aniston Sunny King Criterium here tonight.
In the men's field, there was a lot of speculations from racers if this would be just like the last few years, with a strong solo breakaway and an uphill finish, leading to a shutdown for all but those few riders who took their chances early on.
Underway, ladies and gentlemen.
The race had to be neutralized and reset after the crash of automatic rider Dalton Collins in corner 4. We wish Dalton a speedy recovery and are so thankful that he's doing well in the hospital. That restart of the race didn't slow many of the riders down, with the pack at the start line itching to take off.
2, 1, let's get
Talking with teams, many of them were still looking to keep any major breakaway shut down, not wanting a repeat of last year. Last year's winner, Tanner Ward, now off of Team First Internet Bank and part of the Best Buddies squad, made a few attempts at a break, as did Will Hardin of Project Echelon, but it was Michael Hernandez, also from Best Buddies, and Augusto Sanchez who held it the longest.
4 riders and they lapped up. Right now it's just him and one other rider.
With that 2-rider break, it almost looked exactly like what Hernandez did last year with Ward, but it didn't hold.
Around and a minute 30 laps. Yeah, I do have to say though, I think without Aldo and Ed Veal doing all the pace setting, there's a chance that the gap could be even bigger. Oh yeah, of course. These other teams don't commit a rider.
Ty Magner from Legion led the field for a while to catch them, with Automatic, Best Buddies, and Project Echelon all working tight squads, and the break didn't last too long, with the field closing in on them with just 28 laps to go. Once it was closed down, the race got cutthroat. Teams with larger squads all jockeying up to the front for position. The last few laps saw ButcherBox, Project Echelon, and Legion all pull up for a field sprint. But Best Buddies maintained the strongest formation with a 5-man lead out, ready to go coming into 2 laps to go. Best Buddies, Automatic, and Legion all held on to the line with a tight finish. Alfredo Rodriguez took the win in impressive style.
He comes up like as we're setting up for the turn, and I said, Dalton in on Aldo.
But better forward
Final results for the men: Ty Magner in third for Legion of Los Angeles, Tom Gibbons in second for Automatic Racing, and Alfredo Rodriguez from Best Buddies Racing took the top spot.
Your two leaders of the American Criterium Cup.
That puts Alfredo Rodriguez from Best Buddies Racing and Skylar Snyder from Legion of Los Angeles as the leaders for the American Criterium Cup. But let's take a look at the overall standings. Top 5 in the running don't exactly match the podium from this race, with Brandon Feehery, aka Monk from Project Echelon, 93 of those extra preem points, pushing up behind Alfredo Rodriguez. Tom Gibbons, founder and sprinter for Automatic Racing, there at third with 90 points. Ty Magner of Legion of Los Angeles in fourth with 81. Asa Black from First Internet Bank trailing quite a bit with 65 points in fifth place. For the women's field, we do see the same results as the podium, with Skylar, of course, followed by Maggie from DNA Pro Cycling, Alexis Ryan from Legion of Los Angeles as well, Diana Penuela from DNA Pro in fourth, and Paola Muñez from CWA Racing in fifth. And I want you to take a look at the points here. A little different than the men's field, where we saw around 10-point gaps first through fourth. Here, first and second, both 110 points. Third and fourth separated by just 1 point at 81 and 80. And we also saw the presentation of sprinters jerseys, and we see Monk again from Project Echelon. On the women's side, we also see Maggie again. So a trend brewing in both fields. Top 5 finisher in the race, usually able to fight for those sprint points throughout the race. So, where does that leave us? Well, not where a lot of the cycling news community thought. With so much focus and emphasis on the Legion of Los Angeles squad, this wasn't a race that they were focused on. Even with their podiums, we'll see the overall points put Best Buddies Racing on top in the team standings, followed by Project Echelon and Automatic. Legion coming in fourth in teams. Women's field is a similar story. Those Lionesses crushed the podium, but DNA actually got more points out of their riders as a team, putting the Legion Pride in second. CWA Racing in third place in the points. Excited to see how this series develops. Now, our next stop is Rochester, New York, next month. Legion of Los Angeles is not expected to be there according to their race schedule, which leaves the door wide open for Best Buddies and Project Echelon. Both are already registered for the race with at least 4-man squads. Now, on the women's side, the registration list isn't available to us yet, so keep a lookout on our Instagram for an update, and hopefully we'll see DNA Pro, CWA, or maybe even a couple of the Lions themselves signing up. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more coverage of American competitive cycling, please like and subscribe.